Without the neighbor, ne? Say, hello, neighbor. Our differences are ordained by God. Learn to live with me. Don't try to change me. You are fine. I'm fine. Our differences are ordained by God. Give your neighbor a hand. Right, ngizocela ke team number 1 wethu as ngaphambili, the person that they've nominated, please come in the front. And we must also say this: don't force yourself in terms of language and all that. You know, there will be summaries. You know, try if ever whatever you can try, because sometimes abantu abakwazi ukuzi-expressa because it's compulsory ukusebenzisa this one language. You want the board? All right. Ngicela ningisize with the board. Ngicela nisize. Right. While we're waiting for the board, say, neighbor, you are trusted by God. That's why you are still here. A bit louder. Neighbor, you are trusted by God. That's why you are still here. Your enemies are not happy that you're still here. But God still needs you here. Say it loud. Say, neighbor, you are trusted by God. Come on, give yourself a big hand. Give yourself a big hand. You ready, guys? You've got 7 minutes.
Okay. Yes. I just want to report and then.
Yeah, report and then I'll.
Can I have the name for the group 2?
Are we ready? Are we ready, ladies, for the commissions? Myself, we are the commission 1, Sharon and Anita. We were dealing with the policy, constitution, and representation. Anita will do the comments and the inputs that was given for the amendments on the constitution. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Okay, so this is how it went with us. The first thing, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, mas attend this. Is that better? Okay, so the definition, we are SANTACO women, and we would like to SANTACO Women Day to be removed as how we are being defined as women. And then women shall not be discriminated. Women should be allowed to be part of SANTACO even when their spouses are alive. They should be equal right for both women and males. In a way that women can be able to better familiarize themselves with SANTACO, to empower themselves, to be able to apply for permits. The qualification shall be all women operators having legal documentation that authorizes transport operation. We want to, or we would like to address the issue of women be referred to as widows all the time. Women are operators just as men are operators. And then we would like to remove the widow from the constitution, and then women referred to as operators. And then women should be able to structure themselves. The structure of women should be able to align themselves with the SANTACO constitution, instead of having to always report to the Secretary General. And then we would like for structures to be of leadership, to be held accountable, especially where communication is involved, because we have learned that most of the time women do not get communication. That's why sometimes even women are not allowed to go and attend certain events. So when we put women to be reported to someone who's not a woman as well, it creates a problem because communication does not flow freely. And then also they're not represented properly. Women can run projects and campaigns, but they need their own budget. The establishment of membership. Permits should be transferred into the operator's name when, okay, wait, we changed that, sorry about it. In case of the deceased, the permit to be transferred into the beneficiary name. And then to use the SANTACO women as a launchpad. The composition of women. The women who inherit permits should be registered members once permits is changed into their names. With leadership shall be from all provinces, including meter taxis, cross-border, scholar transport. The women's structures should be elected and not opted into the NEC and MENCO. For women conference, we require at least 400 delegates, which can be reviewed when it needs to be. And then the representation of women should be at least 30%. And that also can be reviewed for the percentage to go higher. We need to implement the 30% representation from association level, the regional level, and the national level. As SANTACO women grow, the 30% representation can be exceeded, as I mentioned. The mechanism to protect women. Women themselves need to understand the Constitution. There needs to be a hotline where women can actually report when they are being violated. There must be awareness of GBV, violence, etc. And then the disciplinary measures to be put in place in cases where someone has violated a woman. And then support at local, regional, and provincial level. Women need resources. Women need training in forms of workshops. Women need funding. Women need to be assisted with permits. We heard the story yesterday of how women struggle to get permits. And then the issue of permits should also be standardized from all provinces. I mean, the constitution from association must be standardized. Each operator should be able to have the same number of permits for men and women. Every operator must be guided by the Constitution. Thank you. I don't know if I forgot something.
Just on the support of the local regions and provincial level, we need the resources. We need training. Training meaning that is workshops that we need. Then we need the funding, and then we need permits to assist. It should be standardized. And then we also need vehicle finance for our women operators, and they should be allowed to add more cars on the routes, and then be able to be part of leadership. So what we want, the constitution that is within all provinces should be standard. It should say, male or female, each one should have the same amount of permit. It should be into the constitution of the association. And the constitution from the association must be standard. Each operator must have same number of permits. Every operator must be guided by the constitution. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You want to take over, ne? No, not now. Not now. That was beautiful. That was short and sweet. I have a name for group 3. I don't have a name for group 2. So now we're going to go to group 2. As Sina Mungalo. Alright, mina ngumZulu. Sina mungalo. Ngicela simshayele izandla eseza ngaphambili. Sike KZN mina.
Mrs. Mbovu, can you come stand next to me, please? Mambovu. Woza nani? Woza. Mambovu. Woza. Mbovu. Mbovu. Phela mina ngiwa Northwest. Northwest. Ngithi wena woza.
Ungaqala uhleke yabona, uqale wahleka mina.
Mina ngiwa Northwest, mama, umntana wami. Woza, come. So our commission, it was the second commission which dealt with elections, leadership, and what? And yeah, it's only elections and leadership. So we are not going to run, we are not parallel to the Constitution, but we are with the Constitution, but we have shaped the Constitution according to the women's needs. Firstly, we don't want interference of any man during our elections. Please, no man must interfere with our elections. And then we had a debate about the associations and the regions. So what we said, in the associations, there must be meetings first. And we need to see at the region, we need to see the minutes and the attendance register. And then observers, observers should also be women. Please, observers should be women, because we need fair and free elections. And those nominations should be, we want those nominees to be skillful, with exposure and experience. I mean, we can't come to the association within two years or 1 year, you want to be the chairperson of the region or of the province, or no. We need experience and exposure. Even if you are a friend or a friend to the chairperson, no ways. We want experience, exposure, and knowledge of the industry. And those nominees should come with a manifesto. She must tell us what is she promising us, what she will do to this industry. As I said, not any woman can be a leader at home. God has given us talents, different talents, but you should be skillful and utilize your talent. And there should be verification. Verification in the sense that you can't be a leader not having a vehicle. You can't be a leader not having an operating license. You can't be a leader not having a membership of SANTACO. We heard yesterday that you can have billions of money by this rand that you're contributing. So it's a must, we must have that membership card. And then you must be in good standing. We are saying that, some women, they don't even attend meetings when you call them at the regions or associations. But come the elections, oh, there's G. Even those who can't work, that day they will come. Because someone will come and campaign, come, and you must elect Muketakede. So that we don't want, please. We need verification, a strict one. And that verification should also be done by the independent committee, which is composed of women, please. Now we are coming to post-election. We know we are all women here, and we are not all educated. Some of us, we're all those, they form ones, and some of us are professional, others not. So we felt after election, post-election, those leadership should be there should be conduction process. Yes, we must. Mr. Tita is always our friend, so she must come and as my DSE, my second president, he's also our friend. He will come and induct us and or train us as leaders so that we can be fruitful to the industry. And I think the last but one, we came to the handover. You know, usually we have problem with handing over. People go to their homes with the associations or with the book of the industry. The others, DSG was telling them, to give an example, there was a chairperson who was driving the car of the industry. But after being outvoted, no, he drove home with that car. No, this is my car. No, all the properties of the association, after voting, we said at least 21 days, they should, within 21 days, the handover should have been done. But bear in mind that the new elected committee, they must first meet, maybe after 10 days meet, and then do whatever their things, so that then after waiting for the handing over within 21 days. This is all what we discussed. I've got Mama Boom Boo here next to me. If I forgot something, you can say it, baby. Can say something if you remember something, or if everything is done.
Thank you. I think, Ma, you have presented everything that we said. Just to elaborate in terms of screening, we said those people that have been elected from the association, they need to be screened through a skills audit. Like Uma has said, we are not in the same level of education. So they need to understand that being in the position, it's not a matter of sitting in the position, but it's a matter of serving the people that are behind you. So that if you do have the skill, everyone should be given the equal chance and the equal opportunity. It doesn't go with the fact that you are my friend or you are the chair's friends. At the end of the day, we are running the business. So if we want to grow in the business, we need to make sure that the decisions that we make are not only for today, but also for tomorrow. I think we have done that. Thank you.
Thank you, Ja. Wait. Come, let's
Hey, this team. Yeah. Yashaya, the team learn. I know Yashaya. Omunye umangalo, omunye umabomvu, sanga. Shubile. Brian. Come on, let's give them a hand. The presenter also shaya gcinen laphayana. Ibhayibheli the first shall be the last and the last shall be the first. Ngicela uSisinandipha to come. Nangu babomvu. Uyu babomvu lo. Right, while we're waiting for them, look at your neighbor, say, neighbor. Knowing something doesn't make you know everything. A bit louder, neighbor. Knowing something doesn't make you know everything. Learn from others. I'm shy this answer, neighbor. I'm shy this answer. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? All right, while they are still fixing themselves, look at your neighbor, say, neighbor. Say something. Say, neighbor. If you are gifted, look at the other neighbor. Say, neighbor. They can reject you, but don't be dejected. A bit louder. Say, neighbor. They can reject you, but don't be dejected. You ready? Let's give them a hand. Let's give them a hand.
You are our neighbor. Good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon. I hope everyone is good. We are here as group number 3, commission number 3, for training, empowerment, and formalization program. So, okay. So Mama is going to represent, and I'm just going to be a support system.
Okay, good day, everyone. We are training, empowerment, and formalization. I'm very passionate when it comes to training, and that is why I'm standing here. Because I believe that women should be lifelong learners. We must be passionate about that which we are doing, and we must do it well. And we can only do it well if we are trained, if we are empowered, and we know where we are going. Then we will not be taken for granted. We looked at training that we are going to need, and we identified but a few. The first one, we are speaking about defensive driving skills. Now, you've seen on the road when you're driving, you find that the taxi driver will come in front of you, and as women, we go to the back because we are afraid and we don't know what to do, and you don't want your car to be bumped. Now, imagine you being the driver of the taxi. And that is why you find that there's not so much taxi drivers as women on the line, because now you're standing back all the time. So we are saying for us as women, but also for our beneficiary, this one we identified and we said also for our beneficiary, our children, the ladies, the women that are at home, we want them to be trained in defensive skills driving. So that they know how to drive, they must drive right and they must do it right. So that we can have impact, we must have more women on the road driving these taxis of ours. Our children are there, they don't have work. For us to provide the work, we must have the skill. And then we also look at communication skills. It's important for us to know how to talk. Someone in the group said you must know how to present yourself. Because if you're going out there for a business deal and you're struggling, you're fumbling, you don't know how to articulate and to present yourself, then you are seated with a problem. So as women, we need communication skills in order for us to be able to present ourselves. Time management and organization is very important. I don't know how many of us as women, besides your journal, does have a diary that tells you that today, this is what I'm doing. You're not running around, you're not wondering, you know exactly that when I wake up in the morning, at this time, this is what I'm doing, these are my appointments, and so on and so forth, and this is done formally and professionally so. So that if you haven't done something, you know that you're rolling it over to tomorrow and you know what to do. But time management is important. Our MC this morning was saying, what is it that white people do best? And the first answer that came was, they keep time. Because they know how to manage time. And time is money. Conflict resolution and negotiation. That's a very important skill. If you cannot negotiate, money will be taken out of your pocket, because when you get somewhere, people say, no, the tires are 500 rand, you pay 500 rand. The next person comes, the tires are 500 rand. I say, oh, my brother, nee man. Kan jy daarmee iets beter maakie? Ek is plat man, ek het net so 300 rand in my sak. You know? And then he will say, okay, mommy, okay, 450. Said, nee man, my brahman, doen iets beter. You understand? You drive it up until there. Even if you've got 10,000, that does not matter. The thing is, the extra 150 that you're going to save, you can use it for something else. So sometimes we want to be seen to be having, and then we are wasting. Because negotiate your way out of situation. So conflict resolution and negotiation, it's a very, very important skill. And I mean, even conflict with an accident with your taxi, you don't have to call Uber and say, oh, I'm in an accident, what do I do? No. You are there, you are solving the conflict, you're talking to the guy, you come to an agreement, because this is your space, and you take charge of your space. Financial management, very important. the ability to manage your fares, your expenses, your income effectively, not from the plastic and then you go and buy. Tomorrow it's under the mattress. The other day you don't even know where it is. Manage it. Know what to do with it. Safety and security awareness. As women, we should be trained to be aware of your environment. I mean, GBVF is rife nowadays. And this one is a critical one. If you do not know how to defend yourself, I mean, some of us in the areas that you live, you cannot even stand by your gate without someone looking after you. When you get out of your car, you are afraid. So this one, I think, is very critical. It should have been number one. What GBV as it is now, it should have been number one. Digital literacy. We saw this morning, some of us, we could not do the queue, what thing there, you know, and all these things. There's no papers anymore on the table. You should be able to know how to access those things. Last week, I went to a training of digital marketing. I seated there and I felt like a BBT. I say, yo. These young girls are doing things that I don't know what to do with. You know, WhatsApp has become such a good tool that I did not even know that there are things that I can do with WhatsApp for my business. So the digital world is opening up and we need to be part of it. You cannot keep on saying, Boyki, come and do this for mommy. Boyki, come and do this for mommy. No, mommy, you must know how to do it for yourself in order for you to run your business. And then business management skills, the ability to manage and grow a taxi business, including marketing, accounting, regulatory compliance. You will see compliance is here and it's on the other side also. We need to know how to be compliant when you're running your business. Imagine now there's a trip coming out and then, mommy, come, let's use your taxi. The disc expired. Tender gone. Compliance, you don't have. Your SARS, you don't have. Tender gone, just because of SARS. So let's be liquid at all time and make sure that our things are fine. These skills can help women in the taxi industry to succeed, stay safe, and provide excellence in their service to their passengers. And then we also speak about leadership. Leadership is a very important one. For us, our mama that are seated here, to come and sit here. I get it, you don't want to sit there forever. So for us to move from there and come and sit at this table, we must have leadership skills. You should know, someone was talking about your manifesto. You must know how you lobby here underneath. You must know how to present your manifesto. Because this is not just, I get it, we don't want to be co-opted. We want to be elected. For you to be elected, it means you must be a leader. You must have followers. People must agree with your ideologies. They must see that this one can take us somewhere. You can only do that if you are a good leader. Accessibility, funding. We want access to funding. We want women to be contributing to women. We will take out the desk there. Women must take charge of their own. We must own our own space. I get it, we are saying we want this woman body. We must own it. The only way that you can own your house if you buy it. Otherwise, you keep on renting it forever, I get it. So if we want to be custodians and take ownership of this house, this that we are seated in today, then we must own it. It means we must contribute towards this. We will come as to how much are we going to contribute. We must have business committees in all provinces. All provinces. When you work into the provincial office, there must be a woman business committee that will speak business. That will help you to be compliant. That will say to you, this is how we are going to do this. Training hubs where you will be trained in each province, where participation can access training facilities, equipment, and instructors. We should not be running around. SANTACO should be looking after its own women. And when we say we want training, training should not go to Sibani Bani. It should come to us. It should come to SANTACO at our training hubs. And then skills development facilitators to do a skills audit in each province. We are seated here this morning when we were talking about dividing who is going where. I'm not sure if this house knows that there are campus managers in this house who ran campuses for 20, 30 years. Skills are in this house. But if we do not do a skills audit, then we will not know. If we do not go out there and say, SANTACO, what is it that we have? And what is it that we need? So the skills audit, it's also supposed to have been number one. Very critical that we know as women, what is it that we have? In order for us to say, we want, you cannot say, I want, what do you want? How do you know what you do not have if you do not measure and benchmark what you have? So the skills audit, it's very critical. Empowerment. We are talking, can I have some water, Baba? We are talking economic empowerment. We want to be empowered. And in our economic empowerment, we want our children. We've got here an example, a very, very good example of beneficiation. I'm rounding it off. A very good example of a child that came through the ranks, and today she is standing here proudly. So that is the empowerment that we want. It wasn't said that, no, you are a girl, you cannot come into the industry. And Abu Papa have got this thing of saying, no, I don't want my girl child to be exposed to what is happening at the rank. If you do not want your girl child to be exposed as to what is happening at the rank, why are you doing it? Because it's your rank. We are talking about the upholstery factory that has already been opened. We want that to be rolled out in all the provinces. Every province. And it should not just be rolled out and become a white elephant. If SANTACO needs T-shirts and the conference is in KZN, then SANTACO must order T-shirts at the factory in KZN. If we go into wherever, order from your own. Why do you want to supply someone else and when you're not prepared to wear the T-shirt? Then it means it's of inferior quality. Yeah. So our factories must be of that standard that we can wear what we are producing. And then we're also talking about the taxi parcel delivery. It's already out there. Roll it out in all the provinces so that we are not chased out of the market and the industry. We become part of what is happening right in front of us. Our sons and daughters are seated there, they're not doing anything. Get a scooter, brand it SANTACO, let it be out there. Let us be proud of this label of ours. And then the third one is our training institutions. We are saying as women, we are here. We want training institutions that are ours. Theta, Ayeri SANTACO is paying its levy to Theta. So as we are paying levies to Theta, we are saying, come, open up institutions where training and development can happen in our institutions. As women, we want to own these institutions. Let it be ours, let it be our businesses, and when training comes, help us to get it accredited. We don't want to be manga. We want it to have accredited programs running at this institution. I heard yesterday there's an academy in the Free State. The Free State people said, help us with this academy. And that is what we are saying. Revive that academy and roll it out in all the provinces so that we have that. Are we agreeing, women? I'm not hearing you clapping. And then in this institution, we will do curriculum development. Someone said, let us make this industry of ours professional. Let us have a curriculum that says, if you want to be in the taxi industry, you go to this academy, this is where you're going to be trained, this is where you're going to have a certificate that is going to make you professional. And then, only then, can you go out and do something else. let us become professional. Access to resources, provide information on funding opportunities, grants, other resources to support the economy. And we are saying, Tita is here, let us have access to these resources. I we are paying levies. Let us have access to those levies that we are paying so that we can use these resources. Personal development, we're talking about the self-defense training. I think that one is very critical. And then the last one, we are done. Formalization. Women business committees, we want these committees to be there in every province, as I said. I'm not going to repeat what I said. Registers these businesses nationally and in the province. Our businesses must be registered. We must be able to tender when tenders come out. We should not just be there. No, you must be able to send in your things, and then this committee and this hub must help us to do that. Our policies must be there, they must be in place, so that when Tita come and say, okay, you're saying you are running a business, where are your policies? Then we must be able to give policies and say, I'm SANTACO and this is what SANTACO is saying. This is what SANTACO is requiring from me and I'm compliant. And then we are saying, Hagire Mabani president said there is this 300 rand. And then what are we saying towards this 300 rand? So now, I think I'm representing the House to say, Mr. President, from this 300 rand, we are saying let 50% go to the women desk. I get it, there's negotiations. If you start low, you get low. So start somewhere. So we are saying to the president, I get it, we know that they are not going to agree. Somewhere, someone is going to say, hi. But we are saying, what we are putting on the table, we are saying, let 50% go to the woman. And then we'll get an answer from somewhere. But we also spoke about women taking ownership. So we are saying to this house, women as women, let us contribute to what the woman. Let us emulate what our chair is doing. She's giving out of her pocket. So why can't we just contribute plus minus 200 rand, just something, and say, this one is going directly. I get it, that one will be coming from top. But we are saying this one is going directly to women. It is coming from the pockets of the women, and it's staying here. It's going from bottom up. Thank you.
I really wanted to take the microphone, but when I saw the army pens, and then I said, Thomas, and you can see that she is passionately violating me. Yeah, she's saying that Bonisa when. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. For all the groups, let's go now to the sum up. I'm not safe, guys. She's coming back. Please. I don't feel safe, President. Now we're going to the summary. The lawyer. Our lawyer, our presidential advisor, Usiswetu, who is educating all of us.
Thank you, Program Director. Just to say, wow, how refreshing. I think you are a class who has passed. You know, you were given a curriculum, you answered the question. It was really refreshing. Please give yourselves a round of applause. I actually can't stop smiling from all the good things I was hearing, but let's put it into action. Okay, so I'm here now to summarize what will be a summary of our resolutions. We could not have captured everything that was said, but hopefully what I'll present here is a summary, in essence, of what we are agreeing going forward. And there'll be a document, Mam Tutu, that will be going around. So this is a copy of our high-level resolution that every single woman today in here who is a SANTACO woman member is going to annex their signature to. There's 2 pages, and we're going to put so that we will never ever point fingers to say you we will then start saying us and we. Because you were here, you have agreed. Okay, so summary of resolutions. The following key resolutions are being adopted today at this annual general meeting of 2025. The first one, the name SANTACO Woman is formally adopted. Is that correct? There is no longer a desk. The desk has broken and died. So we say the name SANTACO Women's Desk ceases to exist from today. Resolution 1.2, the NEC is mandated to finalize the women policy following the inputs from the Commission as a guiding document to all structures and will be aligned to the amended SANTACO Constitution. Is that correct, women? Is that correct? Yes. Thank you. Number 3, a target of 30% representation of women in leadership at all levels. Associations, regions, provinces, national, including the affiliates, has been officially endorsed. Is that correct? Number 4, constitutional amendment proposals to formally recognize SANTACO women's structures, define roles, reserved seats were endorsed for tabling at the next SANTACO National Conference. Is that correct? To say you are no longer co-opted, you will have a seat at the table. Thank you. Number 5, the election working document being adopted to be amended to regulate the upcoming elections within SANTACO women's structures at national, provincial, and regional levels. Is that correct? Thank you. Number 6, recommendations from the commissions, so this is what we've been inputting from this commission, are hereby accepted and will be incorporated into the 2025-2026 program of action. Is that correct? And number 7, NEC to develop and finalize the 2025-2030 strategy for SANTACO women. So this is a 5-year plan that incorporates all these programs that we're talking about, formalization, empowerment, etc. Are you giving that the NEC that mandate, ladies? Thank you. Lastly, to refresh the SANTACO women logo. Okay, can we see by show of hands? The yes is not convincing. So we are saying we need something fresh. I think you've seen through the years. I think Cell C has rebranded, FNB has rebranded. Once in a while, even we have rebranded. If you look at yourself 10 years then and now, you are surely different. Thank you. Logos also go through that. So we are saying, please can SANTACO women mandate the NEC to go through the process with consultation of amending our women logo so that we look the part when we go out there and we say we're SANTACO women. Are we agreeing? Thank you. And then the program of action, recognizing the strategic mandate of SANTACO women to empower, support, and advance women in the minibus taxi industry and taxi industry, acknowledging the achievements made between the 2022 and 2025 strategy and the need for continued actions, considering inputs received from all provinces, commissions, plenary sessions, and leadership engagements during this AGM. We are resolving that our program of action is adopted to be an operational framework for SANTACO women for the next year. Focus areas will include leadership representation, training and capacity building in partnership with TITA and others, economic empowerment, scaling projects like Ugu, upholstery factory, fuel depots, spares containers, vehicle collectivization, stockfells, which are more of a, stockfells these days have a great date. They're actually called Corporate Financial Institute. So you form a cooperative, but one to make money. It's like a little mini bank. And we started with those 200 rands. Let's clap our hands. You can do it, women. You definitely, because you're already doing it. Just formalize it. And we've included here bakeries and others. Number 4, GBV interventions, launch a national GBV plan. Number 5, policy and constitutional reforms, finalizing amendments before the national conference, monitoring and evaluation, biannual reporting and media review. So I think let's not wait for a whole year until we come here. Let us take it upon ourselves, provinces, to give a half-yearly report on your activities, what you're doing well. So Secretary, please reach out. Write to the provinces, ask them what we're doing so that we can tell a beautiful story. The National Executive of SANTACO Women will oversee implementation and report progress to the broader SANTACO structures. Provincial executive committees of SANTACO Women must align their own actions to this resolution. So what happens is that if the resolutions have been made here, provinces, you need to adopt it, and then regions adopt it, and obviously they are then implemented on grassroots levels. And lastly, this resolution is binding and shall guide national and provisional actions into the next AGM, adopted on 3 April 2025, and obviously to be signed by all women. Thank you. I'm not sure if there's any inputs or questions, anything that anyone feels has been left out. Okay, on that, is there a hand? Okay. On that note, Chairperson, I think we have a program of action. We have resolutions. If you could please give yourselves a round of applause. Yes, and I'll tell you that it's actually very rare for an AGM to actually come with written. So I think for women, you are the first in SANTACO. Well done, and please make sure your signature comes here. Thank you. Program Director.
Thank you very much. Shelo makhelwane kancane kancane. Hanyani hanyani. Asimshayile izandla usisinobuhle. Thank you very much siswam. Thank you very much. Ngicela ukuthi ngenze umsebenzi wethu ube lula kakhulu. Now we're going to go to the messages of support. Just a special request. I'm going to request the company representatives that are here that they quickly come ngibabekela ama-seats nje la. Ngibabekela ama-seats bonke la eduzane so that bangasuki kude kakhulu as they come forward. We have Mercedes Benz. They are here. Ngicela basondele. We have Utita. Ngicela basondele.
then I am going to be saying to you this. It is possible. But it's because ubaba, you know obaba, they like shortcuts. Mama, be consistent in your word. Baba, you can't do this. We are here to create a legacy. Baba, now it's your time to retire. Come home. I'm going to look after you. Therefore, let us change how we talk, the narrative, and everything that we do. Because it says that if one of you can do a little in the environment, in the networking session that you are, think about if the entire 200, they can do the little can become bigger. If you throw a stone in the river, one stone, you see the ripple effect. Therefore, let us make sure wherever we are intentional on growing this industry. Because this is the life, this is your bread and butter. And ladies, I salute you. During my younger age, the people that I was scared of, it was the taxi driver and the policeman. I salute you guys. Most of us, we are so scared to get closer. Oh, Baba. But Nina, you are here. Therefore, provide that. I heard Ubaba Ubaba doesn't want you to come to the meetings. But it starts with you. Behavior breeds behavior. How you put yourself out there, people, that's how they are going to treat you. Therefore, it is important that you start with yourself. We are not here to change Obaba. We are here to change ourselves. Because the minute, if you can be able to change yourself, other people, they'll come along, they'll take along. And respect, Obaba. Respect, it does not mean that you know, respect, it means that you give Ubaba a platform for Ubaba to even open up the pockets. And you know, at my house, I wake up. Before I came here, I made breakfast for him. While I'm here, I'm checking your lunch. If I have to order, sitting here, I took out his clothes. I took out his medication. Then Ubaba becomes comfortable to allow you to shine. But Ubaba is not going to be comfortable if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing and allowing you to shine. Let's love ourselves. Because if we love ourselves, they are going to love us. I always say to younger women who are married, who likes to yep to their husbands, I'm like, take your man back to God. You did not create this man. Therefore, you are not going to change this man. Take him back to God, to his creator, and leave him there. Continue with your life. Make your household to be warm. I'm talking about these things. I know they might not be relevant to the AGM, But where do we start changing? We start home. And I know change is it's an uncomfortable thing. You take today, when you go home, you find your helper, it has changed the TV cabinet from this side to that side. Are you going to just sit and be quiet? No. Who are you? You think now it's your house. You know, I'm bringing change to that minimal things that happen in our lives. Yes, there are bigger changes and innovations that we are talking about in this room. But what I'm saying is that change, it is not comfortable. And for us to grow, we need to be uncomfortable. And I say today it's a gift. Tomorrow is history. And the last one, because I'm a teacher, allow me, can I ask that everyone to stand up? As mothers, everyone, oh baba bangahlala, ngiyasaba basukumisa, ngicela nje omama ngoba we must lead by examples. Walk the talk. I will ask that we all swing our arms. Your right arm as traffic cop swinging wherever. And then you touch your chin. Are you touching your chin? Yes. Chin. You see, as mothers, people they do not listen. They do not look. But they look. They do not listen to the words. Therefore, as mothers of SANTACO, let us walk the talk. Let us not just talk. Let us do things that are according to this strategy, to the policy, to the constitution of this organization. I thank you.
Thanks, madam. Ngicela simshayele izandla. Hayi. That was so smart. That was so smart. Ngicela ukubiza ke manje na the Velomac to come forward. Ngicela sibashayele izandla as they come forward. Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon to all of you present, the executive, ladies, all the dignitaries that are here today. Thank you for the opportunity to address you. I'm very humbled to have a space to speak to you today. I speak to you from a place where I represent a company by the name of Velomac. My name is Michael. Some of you might know me as Ki Mike Lechua or Mike Mlungu. Some of you might know me as that. I'm standing here in front of you and I'm very proud. We have had a relationship with some of your members especially in Umbuthli for the last 4 years, where we've diligently developed, designed, created projects and products specifically for the industry. When I found out about this Women's AGM, I was heartfelt. And as the CEO of our company, I would like to pledge that we guarantee that no less than in Rustenburg, they are currently operating. So the proof is in the pudding. We have what we call Project Warza. It is a fast food drive-through development with location culture in mind, serving all of your favorite foods, traditional meals from chicken and beef, tripe, samp, marojo, sweet potato, to even runaways. This brand is designed and developed simply and purely in the location areas where you are. This is not for any other market sector. This is strictly for SANTACO. We then secondly have what we call Project Longisa. It's a complete one-stop shop that includes guaranteed original tires, spares, original numbered engine parts, original numbered body parts, which allows us to give you the opportunity to create a complete, full vehicle home service at your location. You do not have to have any outside or third-party members at all. You own your entire value chain. Thirdly, what we have is what we call Project Dynamic Fuel. It's a cashless system. It's in the palm of your hands. What it allows you to do is it's secure, cashless, effective, and safe payments of fuel, lubricants, parts, food, and accommodation, especially for the long-distance guys. So this makes everything cashless and easy to manage. It has effective vehicle maintenance management on the road, and it's live. You can track your vehicles at any point in time. We have driver facial recognition, vehicle recognition, VIN, license, and registration plates. Onboard live viewing cameras, on-the-road viewing, and it's for the road and onboard into the vehicle. So you can track any kind of behavior at any given time as an owner. This is one that we are very proud of. In conjunction with Cell C, we will have at every single site that we can work with you, we will have a free e-learning center that will include hardware, laptops, printers, free Wi-Fi. This will include curriculum from grade 1 to grade 12. So for some of your members that don't have matric or they don't have any kind of qualification, we will help you to get your qualifications free of charge on site. This is not only for the members, that is for the community at large. Students in your communities, everywhere, they are welcome to come and utilize the facility, right? And that's free of charge. Well, we have quite a number of products that we can offer you, but the last two that I want to speak to you about today is we also provide you with a complete accounting package. Somebody mentioned earlier on accounting, finances is absolutely important. Your taxes, we can help you with that. We will provide you the package free of charge. Free of charge. And then the last one that we will be able to give to you is proper banking facilities. One of the biggest issues that your drivers or you as individuals have is that you don't have salaries, you don't have pay slips. It's not formalized. We have negotiated with a couple of banks. We have negotiated, we are able to give you individual loans from 1,000 up to 50,000 Rand. For each and everyone that qualifies, we will assist you and we can offer you those loans. All right, for individuals. And then lastly but not least, we have also negotiated a medical insurance at less than 150 Rand per person. This will generate cover for your members if they are in an accident. They will never ever have to go to public hospitals ever again. They go to private hospitals. This is only for SANTACO. All right? So, ladies and gentlemen, you can hear my voice, I'm a little bit jittery, sorry, I've had a bit of flu, but I would like to reiterate my relationship with SANTACO as a privateer. And I would like to thank a very special lady by the name of Nombuhle. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you realize how special this woman is. I met her 4 years ago, and I've had the privilege of working closely with Nombuhle. Nobs has carved out her name in stone in one of the most challenging, demanding, dangerous, and unpredictable industries, dominated by men with a strong proclivity to violence. Nobs has, over the past 10 years, elevated to status to one of irreplaceable within the South African taxi industry. Now affectionately known as Lawyer Lady, I think somebody else mentioned that, affectionately known as Lawyer Lady, she is widely acknowledged as the leading and official business and legal advisor, not only to the Honorable National President of SANTACO and his executive, but to the industry at large. Through her unwavering dedication to her Christian faith and an unbreakable dedication to the ethics and responsibility of being an officer of the law, Nombuhle has become a source of trust, honesty, and fairness in this industry. She is timeless in her commitment. She is timeless to commit to her clients, projects, deadlines. There is simply not enough time in the day to satisfy the drive, to excel, and successfully accomplish the tasks set out every day. Nombuhle, in my opinion, is one of the most dedicated individuals I have ever met. Nombuhle approaches every task with intent, compassion, diligence, and dedication, very much in the same fashion as she dedicates all of her personal time to her family. She's a very dedicated mom, very much. So if you know Nombuhle very, very well, or even just slightly, you'll know that facts, facts, facts. That's all she cares about, okay? This, in my opinion, is the reason that Nombuhle is one of the most sought-after, professional, and successful mediators in the market today. Never allowing herself to be influenced by the enormity of a situation, personalities, or status, of individuals or influence peddling of any sort. She's guided only by the facts of every case or challenge. She does have a natural intuition or a sense allowing her to engage with confidence to resolve every situation or to manage all personality types. Not one to stand back or to be steamrolled, Nombuhle does not shy away from difficult, contentious, or conflict situations. Therefore, Nombuhle is known as the mediation guru. In closing, I can go on forever. There are not enough attributes to describe how much I think of you and how brilliant you are for this industry. I am proud to call this woman, and I say this woman with a reason. This is where we are today. It's a woman's AGM. To call Nombuhle a colleague, a client, a mentor, a leader, and mostly my friend. I thank you all.
Thank you, Mike. I think there's one thing that you forgot. She's your friend, but she's my best friend. So yeah, so you're gonna have to rectify your speech. You know, she's my best friend and my sister. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mike. Thank you, guys. Do I have all my guys? I have Tita, I have Mercedes-Benz, I have PHS Group, Sharon. Oh yes. Sharon is under la paya. See, short focus, the street is tombe, Arabeg in the tombe, very straight. Yeah, this woman is focused. Michelle is under Kulu.
Good day, everyone. I'm a believer, and I believe that all things are possible. My name is Sharon Rose Nkodima. I'm the founder and owner of Sharon Conversions. Okay, what do we do at Sharon Conversions? We convert panel vans into taxis and ambulances. So I would like to greet Mama Tutu Lekaimo, my president, Bontate Lekai. Yeah. Okay, now what do? We convert panel vans into taxis and ambulances. So SANTACO, Helinida ambulance, you must come to us. Ne? We are here. Si shayinti in between. Singaba fast. We are welding. We are covering seats. We do everything is here, Mara. You know, my thingy is too far. Did you see it? No. Ah, you must see it. Nengasabi na. No. No, here, Malum, so that they can see. Can you see? Yes, these are our services. All of these. Conversion, we do all conversions. Mobile clinics, we do mobile clinics as well. And then our clients, one of our clients is SANTACO, the taxi industry at large, the health department, SAPS, at the banks, because we do mobile banks as well. We are certified by the Department of Transport. We have 2 licenses as a manufacturer of cars and a builder of cars as well, meaning we can build our own a model. And we can call it SANTACO, it doesn't matter. We can call it women's desk. Yes, SANTACO women, yes, we can do that. Our own model. So now we are saying, Mama, please come and work with us as SANTACO women, because this is our company. The company of Mama, we are all about empowerment. We would like to empower women and youth as well. We want to see our ladies in this space. Our ladies must know how to do welding. They must come and work with steel. Yes, because I get it now, we are very hard. Yeah, singumbokodo phela ngithi. Asebenzeni ngensimbi ngoba siridishibile rena ke. Yebo. So we are saying as a company ukuthi let's open branches in all 9 provinces. And then let's absorb our children into this company, because this is our company. And in Durban, we are doing seats already. Again, we are doing upholstery. Yeah, and then as a company, we are here because we've got that skill in the company. And then we can come and help Kadi training, how to do upholstery in Durban. Yes, ma'am. I think I'm done here. We are in manufacturing spaces, so we are very broad. Yes. So this gap of unemployment, we are going to fight it as women. Yeah. And then we are going to take our kids from the streets. They must come here, because this is the biggest company in the whole world. Yes. Yeah, Tumus. Yeah, to the company, SANTACO women. This is the biggest one. Yes, in the whole universe. Yes, ngiyabonga ne. Yes, I'm an eagle, mina ne. Yes, I fly very high. And I'm not a business person. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a visionary. Yes, I'm an astronaut. Yes, Ababa ne. Yeah, yes, I'm coming. Yes, I'm an astronaut. Mina ngiyale. I'm a barriers. I'm not limited. We are not limited. Siyabonga.
Not even by me, ne? Not limited even by me. We need this courage. We need this courage in our women. We need this energy. Are we all happy? Oh, come on, just wave your hand. Everyone that is bored. Oh, when you're bored, you guys are bored. All right. Now we're going to go to the vote of thanks. LC Shaile Usistutu Izandla Esses and Pambili, one of the most powerful, driven women. You know, Uzozanga Pambili Sistutu, Seshonakon, Sesizegwena. Oh, okay. Okay, ingathi liyashintsha uhlelo lwami. Ngicela ukucela u-DSG, the Deputy President, uzoza ngaphambili, and then, yeah, then we'll take it from there. Ngicela simshayele izandla. Asimshapela matsoho.
Okay, yeah. Dumelang bagaetsho. Dumelang bomme. We are proud of you. Rona re le SANTACO. Ra re leeditse history today. Mara I'm a little bit jealous. O ka re Modimo le rata thata. Ka nnete. Ho itse le ga ke sheba or ke bala Bible ke lebella ka Israel ya Anno Domini. when the people were forbidden to eat, when they were forbidden to eat the middle tree or the fruit, God was very angry. Mara, a woman got away with just a slap on the wrist. Serious. That is where I became worried. Ke a bona le di-success tsa lona gore mara fa Modimo teng. You know what happened? God was very angry and I imposed a severe punishment immediately. From today, you are going to crawl on your belly. Hey, that's harsh, you know? Till today, that was the punishment. You are going to eat dust. Because you ate the forbidden tree. Mara, the Bible doesn't explain how whenever you enjoy the forbidden tree. If we are fellow of jail. You are going to work hard. You are going to eat from your sweat. Hey, that was harsh. Nothing will come for free from the ground. Like, grady fruits, everything. Without, you are going to labor. You are only going to get pain only when you give birth. So you can stay 5 years without giving birth, no pain. Please, mufe matsogo. And honestly speaking, you have the power. Lele bomme. Our leveling in 1960 go Sharpeville. Women took to the streets, but away with the dumpers. The government was shaking. Bomme never saw the weapon, never saw nix. They only went out to the streets, ele bomme. Just like you did today. You made history. You went out, you said, we want a space in the taxi industry, we want our voice to be heard, and you have done it successfully. SANTACO, big as it is today, in the country, is being advised by a woman. Is that not good? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Deputy President of SANTACO, Res Banyoni, atlo refer a closing remark, e tla showang support to the women in the taxi industry.
I was not aware I go to TSC as a Bible. No, but when I was coming here, I was a little bit shaky because in one of the commissions we were told that we don't need men. Mamungalo was stressing that we don't need men. Now I was asking myself, I'm a deputy president, I'm a man, so if you don't want men, what does it mean? No, thank you so much. As I've said to you yesterday, the days of crying are over. Use the 2 days profitable. So you have made your mark. You have come up with a document, and now leave the chairpersons to the associations. You have a protector that is called your document. And if things are not happening, don't blame the local chairpersons, you must blame the national office. I've listened to your speeches or your presentation, but you have missed some of the things in your presentations. One, in order for the women to be successful, the women in SANTACO to be successful, you need a permanent secretary. Your secretary must sit at the head office permanent. you need a permanent organizer that must sit at the head office. Then your programs, Mam Tutu, will be successful. But without having somebody permanent at the head office, your program says no, will never work. There is money to pay for those two positions. There is money. So ngiyacabanga ningakujobelela la kulama recommendation wenu ukuthi we need a permanent secretary, a permanent organizer. And then secondly, your constitution, Melinga Pixan, it must not differ with the national constitution because you are not competing with. So when Sesno Butle was talking, I was shaking my head when he's saying, if you are elected in the province, you must vacate. And the national constitution is saying may. So you must also put may so that you cannot compete with the commission. And the last one is this one. You are talking about 30%. And SANTACO had 3 vice presidents. I think in your recommendation, you must say the second deputy president must go for women. I think that you must add. So it's not there. But thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming here, Mam Tutu, and the team and everybody who contributed. So it's no I don't know whether you are a pastor or a motivator. Because some of the pastors tell about but thank you so much, Babukhatebe, for making our days and profitable. And thank you to every Borozela. And as I've said yesterday, please let this AGM be a talk show. Let not this AGM go indlela yokulalama out. Because this was Slalang Makaya. Magube AGM that will pave a way, a better way for our women. The president not here, and the constitution says if the president is not here, I'm a president. So I'm committing myself, Sesnobut and Mam Tutu and the cabinet, that these resolutions must be implemented TSG. These resolutions, they don't need the NEC of men to take decisions. You have already taken decisions. No one must rectify your decisions. It must be implemented as it is. Because if you'll take them to men, they will start to have some changes. So it must go as it is. I'm saying the president is not here, I'm speaking as a president. If it's not happening, take the president to court. Because the president has confirmed that this is right. Thank you so much, and need travel safe going back home. Please, the conference was only for 2 days. Today, everybody goes back home. No extension of days. And says the conference bati phela ngolosihlanu, you all go home. Thank you so much.
Thank you, President. Siyabonga kakhulu. Ngicela simshayeleze izandla kakhulu, President. President Mandela left for a week for some trip overseas, and when he came back, wathola umntwana akaphinda ngene sekahlaselile eLesotho. So thank you very much. I think all of us, we can say that this has been a productive 2 days. It's been incredible, eh? We've learned a lot, eh? Yeah. So ngicela ukuthi njengamanje, this is we're going towards the closure. I think it must be emotional, Naguena Sistutu, looking at the battles, looking at the things you've gone through as a woman and all the women that are here today. And I want to say that, is not just about today, but is also about the history that you've made. There is no history maker that will find things easy. As a woman that is here today, you are a history maker. Look at the woman next to you and tell her you are a history maker. A bit louder, you are a history maker. David was never going to overcome Goliath if ever he kept answering to his brothers. One of the things that you must know that if ever you have a strong vision, stop focusing on minors. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Don't waste time with the minors because God has called you for something big. And you must focus on that thing, on that big thing. Can we stand on our feet and put our hands together and give this lovely woman, Umama Pumulo, a big hand as she comes on stage? Remember what we said yesterday? We said your body sends the message. Yes. Your body sends a message. So if we ask you to stand up and you're not standing up, you know, only if ever you have a problem. But otherwise, mawakwazi nje, ngicela sisukume sonke sishayele umama Phumulo izandla.
Thank you, Program Director. I hope uzwile ukuthi wonke umuntu uyagoduka. I hope uzwile, Program Director. Before I say what I have to say, or I must say, this lovely lady, Islander. Yo, without these women, ladies, without these women, I'm telling you, we wouldn't be here. She has done a lot for us. Remember, we do not have a budget. And she's a professional. She charges when she does work for you. But our sacrifices that she did, it's amazing. We don't have much to give it to her. But it's just something that she has never received before from us. Sekukaningi senzelo kuhle. Sekukaningi. Sekukaningi. Sekukaningi kusenzelo kuhle. Sekukaningi senzelo kuhle. Sekukaningi. Ngisekukaningi ungenzelo kuhle. Sekukaningi usenzelo kuhle. Sekukaningi. Sekukaningi. Sekukaningi ungenzelo kuhle. Osacela ithuba sidlulisa ukubonga. Sekukaningi.